Hey everybody. Just want to talk a little about Bellator and to respond to a lot of people who said you should have your own YouTube channel or a podcast or something. I will start doing that, but I can't start until after next week. 'Cause next week I am on Sirius XM taking over for Luke Thomas for Super Bowl week. So what I didn't want to do is like start a podcast and end up repeating myself all the time because I'm going to be on air anyway. So after next week is when I will get all that stuff started. Appreciate all the feedback from everybody. I'm here with my commentary team. Yeah, Penny and Steeler. Anyway, so tonight's Bellator. And by the way, I can't watch it until 9 o'clock here on the West Coast, just the way my TV is working. So I'll be behind everybody. So beforehand, what do I think of the main event? Fedor, Bader. My pick would be Bader. It's better for Bellator for Bader to win, essentially because Fedor has talked about retirement. He's no spring chicken. He's been through a lot. If he wins the belt, I just don't see him sticking around that long in MMA. So he can still hit. He still definitely has talent, a couple more fights in him maybe, but for a champion, I think Bader's better. I think he has more long-term potential for Bellator. Does that abandon 205? Yeah, but 205 is pretty thin in Bellator. It's pretty thin in the UFC too. It's 205 right now. It's not really a marquee division. Needs to reload a little bit. So him leaving 205, I don't think hurts Bellator much. Him being the head of the heavyweight division, I think is better for them. There are a couple good fights in there. So he's younger, has more miles on him. I think he's the better pick. I don't think he trades with Fedor for more than a couple seconds. I think he takes him down. I think he tries to make it look like the Matt Mitrione fight. Now, Fedor has a better game from his back than Matt Mitrione. So will it be as dominant? I don't know. But it's definitely be that style of fight for Ryan Bader. Aaron Pico, Henry Corrales. You see what's going on here if you're on the Bellator side, where they're really, obviously way behind Aaron Pico. Henry Corrales is a very tough guy. He's well-rounded, he's experienced, he's fought some great guys. But that kind of durable, brawling kind of style, I think, plays to Pico's strengths. Pico has great endurance, very hard hitter, very accurate with his punches. The one thing you don't want him to face right now is a hard hitter who can take advantage of his little tiny tactical errors and put him out. Corrales is an excellent striker. He doesn't have a ton of one-shot power. So Pico can make a couple mistakes and I think still be in the fight. But he's a fringe contender. This maybe launches him into the title contention discussion at 45. So that's interesting. So I see why they chose this guy for him. Now, it's not a walkover fight for Pico. I'd say Pico's a favorite for sure. But it's definitely, you can see the matchmaking logic behind this fight. Henry Corrales is tough, strong, durable, has a name in Bellator, but isn't the catch you on the chin and twist your head around. Like Patricio Pitbull, for example. That guy catches you and you're like, he'll twist your head right off your shoulders. So he doesn't have that kind of power. So it's a good name for Pico, but it's a tough challenge. I think it's a good fight. So, but my pick would be Pico. They're really on him. I want to see Pico fight smart. If he tries to use his power and get an early knockout, or if he uses his entire game. What we haven't seen a lot from Pico is that ability to kind of meld his game together really well. It seems to be in one mode or the other when he fights. He's either thinking power punches or he's thinking takedown. I would like to see a fight where he kind of melds it all together against a tough guy, and that's what we're going to have tonight. So those are my thoughts heading into Bellator. I will be breaking it down next week on the Luke Thomas show where I will be taking over, so you'll hear all about it after that. But appreciate all our sponsors and fans. You guys have been great. And podcasts and the YouTube channel, a lot of stuff will start in the following couple weeks. Keep your eyes open.